Okay, all you action figure enthusiasts, welcome. How are you? And today, as you can see, I have the brand new Storm Collectibles Golden Axe Skeleton. And it is skeleton with no S, although it is a 2-pack. And that's because the skeleton is one individual enemy in the actual game. But there's multiple of them that keep coming out. So, essentially, it's a Build-A-Figure set for the upcoming Axe Battler with Dragon 2 set from Golden Axe as well. And here we have them in the packaging, and one of the skeletons out of packaging, as you can see, in the traditional Storm Collectible fashion, as you have Golden Axe in the front with the window box opening, with the artwork from the actual arcade video game from Sega from back in the 90s. You see it says age appropriate for 17 ages and up. Closer look inside the box. We turn it around this way and you see that it has a picture of the figure there in like a huge blue, a used blue, with the skeletons in the back that are the artwork from when you do the character select. And then you have here Golden Axe on the top. Turn it around, a promotional shot of the two skeletons as you see there in their figure form, with also, which also has here, as you can also see, the skeleton and how many poses you can do in very dynamic poses. And then up here on the top we have Golden Axe and the three other main characters from the game, which is Axe Battler, Gimli, and Blade. So one more thing. Then we have Golden Axe on the very top there, as you can see, and then Legolas in the bottom. And I believe it's the same promo on the other side. And then in the bottom says Storm Collectibles and all the copyrights. So this is a 2-pack set that costs about the price range of about $55.99 with shipping and everything. After said and done, it comes out to like $7, I think it is. So let's take a closer look at the figure and what it has to offer, how it has been executed. Okay, folks, it's me, your boy Hebot, with another episode of Toys in My Closet, and here we have the actual skeleton out of box, and let's take a closer look at him. So let's turn on a close-up light, and bow, here we go. As you can see, we have here, we have a very, very, very nicely detailed and sculpted, very nicely sculpted head portrait, as you can see there, and it looks very, very accurate to the skeletal human anatomy. Now, it doesn't look nothing representative of what it is on the box from the game, because I think they wanted to go with a more stylized version with more realism to match their style of figures. You can see how everything's nicely detailed. It has a really nice wash on it that actually looks darker on camera, but in person it looks like very ivory and like very dry, almost like chalk, which gives it that skeletal look. And he has a lot of different joints everywhere, so very posable, and he's also got flexible material. You see the spine, the rib cage, what would be the crotch area, the legs, where the thigh would be, the knees, and he's a very, very fun and posable figure. The bottom of the shin, right, and the legs, and then obviously we got the feet. You turn them around, it's the same thing, and you see there, the bone structure where the shoulders connect, and his cranium and then the spine. So he looks really, really good for just being a plain skeleton figure, and he looks really creepy, which is another cool thing. So now let me take a quick look at Skelety here and his accessories and see what he brings. So here we have what accessories he comes with, and really quick, I'd like to show that first it comes with a really cool insert of the select character screen, and you see select player from the actual in-game for the Sega Genesis, and I believe this one is the arcade game, because this was an arcade game by Sega. As you'll see, it says right there, property of Sega. So it's really amazing that we're getting figures like this when we were younger, growing up with these games. We would have never imagined that we were going to get figures from these types of video games like Streets of Rage and Double Dragon and, you know, E-SWAT and all types of wonderful games from Sega and in the arcade back in that era. But as you see here, we have all these beautiful little accessories that come with. So we'll start out. He has a set of 5 sets of hands, each one coming individual, totaling it with an amount of 10 hands altogether. So the first hands we're taking a look at here are basically his fisted hands. You see it like that, they're supposed to be fisted, they're closed. I know it looks like it's open there, but it's not. It's his fisted hands. He comes with a pair of fisted hands, and then he also comes with his pair of semi-open and gripped hands. Almost looks like pointing, because I believe in the game when they see you, they do an animation where they point at you to charge and to let other skeletons that you're coming. So I believe that's what those hands are. Then these are holding the sword. Then these are for just regular open skeleton hands. As you see, the nice detail in the sculpting, very, very nice. And then obviously, last but certainly not least, we have these gripping, kind of like, looks like this is like for the shield, like to hold the handle on the shield more than likely. As you can see there. So that's what you come with as far as the interchangeable hands, which I guess is a nice amount of hands to give you, you know, options for display. Then he comes with blade and sword with a really nice gunmetal silver sheen to it and paint job. As you can see, it looks almost like little dots inside of it, sparkle. Handles in a nice gold, as you can see. As far as the part here, I forget, I think this is called the maim, I'm not sure. Then this the handle host, where you hold it, the handle, the host of the sword, and then the tip is of the sword, and the bottom is in a nice, beautiful metallic gold as well. Really nicely done, like the way they were in the game. And then the final accessory is the shield, and you see it has the beautiful artwork, and it has a lot of gold with weathering of silver, like the gold paint is coming off, and this is like supposed to be the scuff marks from battle when they're fighting, and you see it within, you know, within the paintwork. It looks really, really good and very effective, especially in person. This is the face that they kind of resemble more in look with their faces in the actual game. You turn it around and you see again the attention to detail with the strap that holds, and then the actual piece, which would be the handle in silver, gunmetal silver, that hole to hold the shield you see there. So the attention to detail is quite exquisite, and just lets me more excitement to see what it's going to look like with axe battler once I get them in my hands. So let's move it right along. So now let's take a closer look at Skeleton's articulation. So bring him up close and let's take a look at what his articulation is. So he has a hinge ball right up there where he can look down this much, and he can look, put up the head back that much, which is not really a lot. Then he goes left and right. It's a nice tilt. And these figures, for being skeleton, they feel what you would say, they feel delicate, but they feel sturdy at the same time, if that makes any kind of sense. So I don't think we're gonna have a problem with them breaking, especially for collectors that know how to handle figures. Then it has a nice hinge from the mouth to open and close it. It works very well. And then it, it has a ball joint here. You can bring it up like that much. You can obviously turn around at 180 degree. Then a ball on the elbow like this, a single, but it goes up more than 90. And then you can actually also rotate it there at the elbow. Then it has a ball on the wrist. It goes up and down, and obviously full circle. Then here in what would be the torso and waist area, it has a ball peg there and a ball peg there, so you can actually bend down the figure this much forward, and then you can actually hyperextend them back that much backwards, and then you can turn it there at that one, and you could also turn it here in the waist and crotch area. Then you can also bend it down completely with the other hinge from the top, and you can even do that much, which is crazy, the amount of range. And then if you go backwards, you hyperextend it, you get that much hyperextension, which is crazy. Then here, it will be in the thigh. It has the double peg there where you can bring the leg up and down. It has like a forward and back movement. It has a single on the knee, but it goes up this much, and it does swivel there. Then he has one on the ankle, which is up this much, down this much. We got the rocker pivot, and then the toe hinge in the tip. And for all you guys to see, yes, he can do the Van Damme split, very much so. And then on top of that, you can also, make him kick forward a whole lot, go backwards because there's nothing intruding. This feels almost like what a skeleton articulated sculpted figure should have underneath the actual figure in the plastic, if they made it like rubbery and wireframe. And I think this would give you a spectacular amount of range with the movement of every figure. So his articulation is pretty top notch and works really well, it's well executed. So let's bring in some of his accessories. So immediately right away you see how he's very dynamic in posability, to have him in different positions and posability for you to make him look menacing and do a lot of cool things with him. So, you can, hyperextend something back, and even use, the toe pivot a lot better. If you want to bring this in, and you want to bring this over and overlap it through the shoulders, like so. So, you can see that it's very easy to give him those abilities. Now, the shield is trying to fall off because I think I might have put on the wrong hand for the shield. I thought it was the right hand, but I think it's the wrong hand. So you see there, it's very dynamic. You can pose on it, and it takes a little while for you to fiddle with them. You can even go this low, like so, and it should still work for the most part. Open up his mouth. Oh boy, there you go. You can see the level of range that you can get out of him because of the fact that, he is a skeleton. And the way they did the actual joints and movement is pretty awesome. So I'm trying to do like something retarded here. Let's take this off. So let's switch the hand. You can pop it right off when you do the hand changes. It's quite easy. You just pop it off. They're rubbery, so you don't feel like it's gonna break. You pop this right in. You can see I have the hinge there. Okay, so you push the hand through here. I'm gonna make him hold the handle like so. And doing this, and the fingers are very pliable, so I think it'll work fine. And the handle has the same amount of thickness to it as on the shield as the sword, so I don't think you have to worry about it actually warping the hand to the point where it won't fit for the sword either. Ooh, I'm having a little bit of trouble. He's all contortion. Give me a second. There you go. I managed to get the hand on the actual shield, and again, look. So you could do a lot of cool stuff with them. Like I said, let's get a side-by-side comparison here with him. The hand came off again with the shield. That's great. That's great. Let's get them side by side here and do some comparisons with his height. Matter of fact, I don't even know if I have my trusty ruler anywhere around here. I don't see it, but that's okay. So let's put him up against the new G.I. Joe classified Duke from the 6-inch line. You can see he towers over him by quite some nice amount. Again, pretty sure they will look cool together in battle. When I have axe battler, then let's see if I can bring somebody else in here. Let's see if I can bring somebody else in here. First, give me a sec. Here he is next to the NECA 40th anniversary Alien throwback line with Accordion Weaver, and you see they stand about the same height. I think it's more within the 7.5, almost 8-inch scale, or rather 6.5, almost 7-inch scale. And here I have them next to Captain Marvel and Miss Marvel from Marvel Legends. As you can see, she's really short and tiny next to him. And Captain Marvel, is almost the same size. Here I have him next to the DC Essentials Deathstroke and the Star Wars Black Series Hoth Rebel Trooper. And you see also how nice they look together, but at the same time, the disparities in sizes and scale and even girth and width from each individual character. He scales better obviously with Deathstroke. And here I have him with the Legendary Series Halo Master Chief from Mattel and the DC Universe Classic I forget, Mantis from the Mattel as well, with the very stylized Jack Kirby, art style. And you see that they both scale pretty decent, although Master Chief looks a little bit smaller and he's in the 6-inch line. So there you have it, guys. There is my review for the brand new Storm Collectibles 7-inch scale Golden Axe, the video game arcade by Sega skeleton figure review. This is the 2-pack to be exact. For the $56, is it worth it? Absolutely. At the end of the day, this figure's very unique because we don't have and we don't see in today's day and age many figures that are based on a skeleton type, mold and body. And the way that Storm Collectible has executed this right here is, to be honest, quite frankly, absolutely excellent. They did a fantastic job how they executed it. They also did a fantastic job in how they picked where each individual ball joints would go for the articulation and posability, and to give you that dynamic range with those figures. Obviously these are a little bit more high-end in price, but again, being a 2-pack, it makes it very easy to pick up because of the fact that you can army build really fast, and have a good time. I can't wait to get the Axe Battle with the Dragon, and I hope they really make Gimli and Blaze in the future so that we can really expand on this Golden Axe line. Imagine them doing other characters like Axe Battler himself, or the man who wields the Golden Axe, which is Death Adder himself, rather. These figures are really good. I can't recommend them enough. Thank you so much, you guys, for stopping by. There it is. I can't stress enough. I highly recommend them. I highly urge you to pick them up. I don't think you'll be disappointed. Now, as always, leave a thumbs up if you liked the review, or leave a thumbs down if you didn't like the review. Share it with someone you think might like it, and leave a comment down below and let me know what you guys think of the figures, the review, if you guys got your hands on them, or if you guys plan on getting them in the near future, or did you pre-order them when they were available for pre-order. And as always, if you guys ever want to find me on social media, I'm on Twitter under Hebot Powerful Gamer, and Instagram under C_respect. Nothing on Facebook yet. I know it's been taking a long time, but as soon as I have it up, I'll let you know. If you guys ever want to help me out in any way, shape, or form to further grow my channel with content like this, you know, and you have the means, and when things are better, obviously, there is a way that you can do it. It's all down in the description below. And you can even make donations, or if you want to donate, just DM me so we can work something out. So guys, there you have it. This is Hebot signing off with the latest episode of Toys in My Closet. I'll see you in the next one, guys. Keep toy collecting. Be considerate, because it's some tough times, but do it having fun, and do it being careful to others, for sure, because things like this, you know, kind of bring a little bit of happiness and smile to our everyday living in these trying times. Bye bye.